Yeah, I thought I was going to miss out on the walk and talk myself. It is Wednesday, August 20th at 3:41 in the morning. That was a terrible view of me. I'm sorry for that jump scare, y'all. It's a fairly nice morning, all things considered. A little warmer than it should be for the season. We're about to get in the light, just apparently not enough for the phone to pick me up. This is why I don't typically do these early morning walk and talks. But we already got our bag of trash dumped it out at the last Richie Richum. We'll see how it turns out. We would have done a gaming stream, but unfortunately, we ran out of time. We'll be coming up soon, and I plan on doing a bit more work with that one today. As soon as I get a workstation that's more than just me sitting on the front porch, I will actually start recording videos as I do them. I just got to mute the stream while I'm working, and then when I look up, answer a question, go back to working sort of thing. Yeah, y'all, it's been a fairly quiet morning. Right now, everything's been blowing up over, oh God, what was her name? She's only important right now because she's being a jackass again. She was on The Biggest Loser, and that's a fitting name to the show because that's what she acts like, a big loser. Cha-cha-cha. Might be Jillian Michaels. I want to say it's that. Either way, she's in the news because she's basically being mean again. And now she's saying the very stupid thing of, well, why is it that black folks own slaves too, but all we ever talk about is white folks in slavery? And I'm just, why do we let people that are reality? I should never be on a fucking news station and being like, hey, y'all, here's my opinion. Why do we keep giving reality show people the mic? They're not good people. They're not experts. I mean, her claim to fame is she yelled at overweight people. And let's be honest, folks. Most people don't need a drill sergeant in the gym. We need a friend. You want your friend to work out? Be that buddy sitting there going, you can do it, man. Come on, you got this. Don't be the one literally standing on them going, come on, fat ass, do you want to die alone? Because guess what? Eventually they're just, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. That sounds better than this. And that's why The Biggest Loser idea, the competition, I dislike. If it inspired you to lose weight, fuck yeah, because I'm going to say that healthier is better. But still, a woman that got famous for being a bully is now famous for being a racist. And we're trying steadily not to talk about the Epstein files or the fact that DC is now occupied by the National Guard, who are so far standing around. Like I said, it's weird because you tell the military doesn't want to be there, but we've got a madman in office. And, well, who here enjoyed Game of Thrones? Who here enjoyed those storylines? Because it feels like we're getting ready to live in them. I feel like we're going to be broke because, our money's going to fund all this insanity. But people of us, they're arresting people just for speaking Spanish. Doing today, Greg Gould. I like that. Like I said, this is just going to be a quickie check-in stream because of how dark it is. And I am just running into work. I'll be getting off around 12 o'clock, probably heading straight home from work. And we'll do another stream then. And then we'll probably do a video game stream. And then we'll call it a night until tomorrow where we do it again. I will check with my boss, and tomorrow I might have a ride into work. So that would forgo the walk-in stream. Ain't gonna lie, because it's one of those, are you drunk? Judging from the tiny dick truck you drive, you're probably drunk. Oh, Hosanna, is it time to come home? For the record, I would love to walk a safer route into work, but I live in America where cars take precedent. And if you don't notice, well, you can't notice because it's too dark to notice. But here, not even the cars take a big precedent. Over there, not but 6 feet from the road, is around a 15-foot drop into the river. The river that last I marked and twained it, Jeddah. I don't know who I did that for, but the last time I checked to see how deep the river was, in that particular place at low tide, it was roughly about 8 foot deep. So 15 feet into 8 foot of water, they'll recover your car and pollute the river. Not even a fucking railing. Not even, oh, again, I don't know why I'm trying to show y'all that like y'all can see a thing. If you can imagine in the vast darkness, a sudden drop in the hill. A deadly drop if you're in a vehicle. And when you're in the backwoods of Georgia or the US, the only lights you really get are flashing ones. Because they don't care about us back here. They treat us like Furbies. Not Furbies, gremlins. But no, real talk, it's like 3, 4 a.m. here. I'm heading into work. So it's early morning. A lot more of the 4-mile walk back home because ideally I'm going to take notes today while I'm at work. And if I do actually keep my word and take notes, I'll do better at this whole talking thing. Yay, I have the camera facing the right way at least. Because, well, y'all, I have trouble holding on to topics so well, but there is a lot to talk about here recently that has happened. Why is there never a slow news day in America? But it's the usual suspects doing the usual fashy, horrible things. Whoop, whoop. I gotta be careful where I step through here. The layout has changed since those weird storms came through. For the record, by weird storms, I mean it was like this, calm and peaceful. Then it was raining cats and dogs for about 10, 20 minutes. Then steaming, but again, peaceful. And then after about 2 hours, it was about 45 minutes of just steady, coming down hard rain. I think we got hit by some of that tropical storm, hurricane, I don't know, off the coast. Undangerous part of the walk. Because if a vehicle comes, I've got about 4 feet over here I get to huddle in the corner and not get hit. There is no other option. The other option is to shimmy down a hill very far down into a construction site made primarily at the moment of red clay and mud. Honestly, it's like in high school when we were kids and we learned a shit ton about quicksand and how to avoid it and what to do. In Georgia, you might need to know that fact. In Florida, you'll definitely need to know it with the sinkholes. But we're about to be up on the part where I jump into the mud pit. Just give me a second, because the unfortunate thing with red Georgia clay is, yep, just how muddy it is. Here we go. Whee! Boy, howdy, I hope we don't die. It'd be a shame to miss out on work today. Making food for everybody. Hello again, Ghoul. Why did, okay, well, I answered the why is it so dark question. Sorry if I was a little pointed on that one, y'all. It's how the time works here. Oh, and we come up on the moat. See, here's the problem with the moat. I don't mind the moat, but there's a spot. There we go. Haha. Fuck off, I made it. There's a couple darkness, if y'all can imagine it. Woo, almost like an Evil Dead set piece. When we come back through, if there aren't anybody around here, I'll go into more detail about what the hell is going on here. But they're hell was that? They're basically putting in, I hope it wasn't nothing important out of my pockets. But they're basically putting in a housing complex. I hope it'll actually be livable priced apartments for the folks that live around here. But we all know it might not be. Either way, on the walk home stream, mostly because YouTube is pushing it to me in the algorithm, we will talk about how and why people abandon their parents and why that's perfectly okay. We will talk about more about that one workout bitch from The Biggest Loser, because I don't know her name. Feel like I can't really trash talk her adequately without knowing the dumb bitch's name. Outside of that, we'll talk about the local projects we're working around and growing wild plants. So far, the hydroponics aren't quite working out, but it's also only been a couple days. Real life plants don't really grow that fast. But we'll find out either way. We'll see y'all sometime around 12:30ish my time in the US. South in Georgia, so southeastern North American time around 12:30ish. See y'all then, and we might even talk about a few books. I am currently trying to listen to the 6th Extinction event and take notes. Either way, y'all be good. That's the wood plant. Y'all be good, and we will see y'all on the next one. Sorry this one was a bit short, but I figured I'd spare y'all the 2-hour walk through the dark. This is the brightly lit portion of it. Normally I film at sunrise, but I gotta be in at work before sunrise today. Either way, y'all, I have a habit of droning on. It's, at this point, tradition. Y'all be good. Talk to you later. Be nice to somebody today. Bye for now.